we go. Welcome to Fortune's Hiding Down Under TV. You are with all of us today after a massive week of football for West Ham. Freiberg game we're going to discuss, and obviously the massive win we just had over Wolves. But we've got the Nolan sisters here today as well. It's fantastic. Here we go.
I wondered how you're going to introduce them.
Yeah, they're going to break out into song any moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, you introduced this special guest for us today, mate.
As those of you watching will know, my parents have been here and persuaded my dad to come and get on the show with us. His name's Mike, or Manchester Mick, as he's affectionately known amongst the West Ham fraternity. I don't think I'll be able to offer too many insights into the game. He's a West Ham fan that doesn't like watching football, but loves West Ham more than anyone you ever know. So
is this actually going to be an intervention? Are we here to sort some shit out between the two of you?
No, we're all good.
Is there a couch?
No.
No one's going to be sitting there, are they?
Yeah, so good to have you on here.
It's very good to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You enjoying your stay so far, mate?
So far, apart from the weather, too fucking hot.
Too hot, mate.
It has been ridiculous, hasn't it?
It's too hot for Australians.
No, everyone's agreeing with me, so we're okay.
Melting at the moment over here.
The last few days have been about as hot as it gets here.
Yeah. We're up at like 95% humidity, which is not fucking fun. It's usually reserved for fucking Cairns and North.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nath, how's your week been, mate?
Yeah, pretty hectic, mate. The last couple of weeks of work. But
Any rounds of golfing?
No. So we had storms here on Friday that ran all the way through sort of just the southeast of the city, and it closed the course down, lost power, and trees went over and everything. So, but in hindsight, I think playing in 32 degrees and 90% humidity.
How the fuck do you need electric for golf? I was just trying.
Just to power all the clubhouse and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
I suppose that's the only reason you go for beer, innit, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, going into the football, do you want to start with Freiberg? Or?
If I can, I'm fucked if I can remember the lineup. But it's a pretty decent team he put out, wasn't it? Played Emerson and the usual suspects. I thought Freiberg was shit, to be honest.
I was expecting something completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in complete control of the game. I don't know. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think the only change was Mavropanos came in for Zuma,
who I thought actually had a decent game.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I agree with you though. I wasn't expecting that. I think they sat in a fair bit, and we moved the ball fairly slowly, but we never really looked threatened when we had the ball or lost the ball too much. So I thought our usual suspects like fucking Socek and even Mavropanos to a lesser extent again all gave us a fucking scary moment or two, but not.
Souček's doing it every game, isn't he?
Oh
Did
fuck! He had a howler last night, didn't he?
Fuck, man.
Did it?
Yeah. Just a casual back pass and fucking forgot to put pace on it. You know,
Jeez.
usual.
Yeah, a better team would have scored from that. That gave him a real chance. But yeah, I was surprised at Freiberg. I thought.
They've been flying. Five wins in a row.
To be honest, the first 5 minutes they looked sharp. They looked like they were going to have a goal, and then they were shit.
Saying that we was meant to be worried about definitely was not the case.
But that's what Moyes does, isn't it? He wins European groups and gets us through.
I've been seeing this loads lately. Like, just keep him for cup games. Like fuck him off for league games.
This is the conundrum, though, isn't it? It's another group win comfortably, 5 wins out of 6. Yeah. We're gonna be in Europe in March for the third year in a row.
Hopefully Roma.
Oh, Roma or Milan. I'd like Milan, to be honest.
I prefer Roma.
Roma would be interesting.
Go and see all my old mates.
There's some of this Galatasaray in there as well, aren't there?
There's some tasty ones, man. Marseille as well, and then no mugs either.
Yeah.
So it could be naughty wherever we end up, but
it's
just good that we've got through the group.
Yeah,
like we've won it. Right? We don't want to have another 2 games that we have to be congested up with. Like we could do without it. We need to keep these players sharp, especially with the boys going over to AFCONs as well. I think that's going to be hard.
I think if we ended up in that playoff, we'd have lost games in the league in the build up to it. We'd have lost the playoff, and then the season would have been fucked. But now we've qualified, we'll win the Europa League. And we'll finish in the top 6.
It's hard to say that. Like, but I thought Alvarez fucking bossed that game. Like he
was
for 55 minutes. He was in complete control. You know, like that's. I can't think of another time where we've hit a lofted pass onto a running forward all year, and it was just fucking perfect. And then for him to get the second. Just to put the icing on the cake.
He was brilliant. He actually really played at a
He took it so well
that I didn't expect. He was at the moment.
I remember watching some of the highlights from when we first got him, and he did tend to drift forward a fair bit with Ajax and buried some good chances.
Don't forget who we've just lost as well in terms of number 41. Like, He took a while to get fucking forward, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't just come naturally to him. So I think when you're ingrained in that sort of position, it isn't like your natural thing to go forward. But if you've got the willingness to do it and you've got the skill to do it, fucking do it. Especially Alvarez, as you said, in the week he was fantastic going forward. And when he got took off, I saw his face when he was getting taken off. He didn't want to come off either, did he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was like. He's like, I don't fancy. I want to carry on. Do you know what I mean? Which I love to see.
Yeah.
But there's becoming so many different little partnerships across the pitch now that is really starting to become apparent. They're clicking. Things are happening. But I think our strongest form of defence is offence now.
Yeah.
Like you can see it. If we're going on the front foot, them front three are as good as anyone, mate. And if them three are pressing, good luck on getting around them.
Well, and I think it even makes more sense though when you have Ward-Prowse as that fourth person. So wherever they lock them in, he's the one that's going to pick off that pass because Souček's got no fucking idea. He hasn't. And whenever we try and do it, and he's the forward person, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. When he scores and does that spinny thing, I think he does that anyway. Like I think that's when he does. He does it when he's playing, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. That's while he's waiting for a pass.
Yeah, he's just a dizzy fucker, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh mate, but we've got all these footballers now, and then we just got him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like lurches in there. Do you know what I mean?
And it's not. We've said it before. It's not his fault.
No.
He's got a part to play. Yeah. But he shouldn't be starting.
No.
With the players that we've got.
Yeah.
He's a great guy and nobody dislikes him.
Last 10 minutes, chuck him on.
10 minutes, throw him on.
But he's too good of a player to be that. Do you know what I mean? In terms of he could be good for someone else.
Yeah.
But he doesn't fit. I don't think he fits our system anymore.
No.
Yeah.
So I think he's a good enough player to go on and play in another team, but I don't think he fits what we're trying to do now.
Yeah.
And for us trying to accommodate him by leaving people out and putting people in different positions is a bit of a criminal offence to us. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think.
I think it just shows as soon as Alvarez comes off, and I thought our last sort of 25-30 minutes of that game were not great. They're okay. Like we sort of managed our way through it all, but you just see the difference Alvarez makes, and like when you've got Ward-Prowse and fucking Souček can't do the job that Alvarez does with two of them combined. So, it is a concern for me, like that every time he's out, it's like, oh, you two, let's go, fuck.
Yeah. And Ward-Prowse is actually impressing me going forward.
Yeah, he is.
Like, his pressing is fucking good.
He's good, isn't he?
I like him,
Mick.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
He is smart and he can hit a ball left and right forward.
Yeah. He's technically a good football player.
How old is he? Mid-20s?
28.
28. I think he's turned 29 this year.
Yeah.
That old?
Yeah.
He's been playing in the Premier League for fucking 30 years.
Yeah.
But someone made a good stat actually the other day on Claret and Booze. I think I was speaking to John from Claret and Booze, and he said to me that he's actually only scored one free kick a season if you actually average it out across it. And that's not exactly prolific, is it?
No.
When you think about it, like it's not really.
Not when
you're taking out many. Not when you're taking that amount as well.
They're just sublime to watch, right? So you never miss one. Right, as soon as he's got one, it's on every fucking highlight reel.
Yeah, but he got two yesterday. We'll go on to that later. The Freiberg game I thought was brilliant. Like, Job done. We got through. And now you've given me two fucking legs when I'm back at home.
So you're there for both of them, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's going to go to the
Are you going, are you?
game. Yeah.
I'm going with you, mate. We're going. We're off.
Yeah.
So buzzing for that. So I'm glad that we got through that. That's all I wanted to do. We move on. And then we played last night. Well, this morning.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why.
Worried that we get beat? Or that
I was worried that we'd revert back to type.
Yeah.
I thought he'd go back to type, play the league the way he does, and we'd sit back. I'm not going to say low block, but very defensive, and then try and counter attack.
That's what Wolves do, isn't it? They fucking park the bus and
then break.
Try and get you on the break. So
they've been churning out some okay results as well,
and they've been very hard done by as well. By a lot of stuff. But so we had the return of Craig Ballon-Dawson as well.
Craig Ballon-Dawson.
The worst signing for West Ham ever. Fucking hell. 2.2 million, I think it was. It was
fucking brilliant.
Well, I fucking loved him, but he was awful yesterday. I know you had a bit of a different
I thought
view.
he was alright. The thing that I liked about him yesterday was he didn't give a fuck. He was kicking people, he was getting stuck in. There was no sentiment. Which is exactly the reason that we ended up loving him, because that's what he does. And if he was shit, even better. So
anything in front of him he was alright. Anything going either side or just behind him he was fucked. Like,
well, he nearly got
Bowen
the
had him
first
on
corners
toast.
too, right?
Yeah, he did. And then Emerson cleared it.
he got a great ovation apparently before the game.
And so he should have been given a medal yesterday.
Because
he played in that Europe.
It wouldn't have been bad. If he had.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him being given the medal. On his return to us, after the game, before the game, whatever. But I thought he deserved to get that medal. He played in that tournament, and
he did,
and he was loved by all of us. And it's another fucking gaff. I think. I think it's another gaff from the football club if they didn't, because you got the James Collins situation.
But you know, our owners aren't very good at that sort of thing.
But you'd think with the amount of people that work in that fucking club now. Like the liaison officers, the social media people. You've got social media, someone would have said, you know what, we've got a fucking really good opportunity here to present the fucking medal and make a bit of a thing out of it for him.
I find the club they don't think like that.
No, and they don't.
They don't think.
But it's a shame.
They don't think.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame
real
because
shame because
us fans are like that.
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah, and I'm glad he got a great ovation as well. Yeah.
But then, so. He actually knocked over Bowen for the free kick, didn't he? So Bowen again, strong as an ox, and this is a geezer who had Haaland in his pocket. Do you know what I mean? So for Bowen to do what he was doing to him yesterday, fucking unreal, man, unreal.
Yeah, it was a good battle to watch, I thought. I think Bowen got the better of him a few times. And
he did.
Like you said, when the ball's in front of him, like Dawson, he tied it up pretty well. But like you just know with a player like that, as soon as you get him one-on-one and he's running back towards goal, he's fucking toast.
Yeah.
You know? Bowen put that one through his legs that hit the post.
As
well, and fucking good luck trying to catch Kudus.
He's fast, isn't he?
Yeah, it's very fast.
And he's strong as well.
He's adapting, isn't
he? He's fucking strong too. Like the amount, he puts that arse out, and he's.
I've said it since day one, mate. He's been good on that farm when he was a kid, man. When they put him on that farm in Herefordshire, mate, he's fucking picking up the potatoes. He's a workhorse, mate. He's everything what a West Ham
everywhere,
fan wants.
doesn't he? He spends as much time at fullback as he does down the wing.
I don't know if you noticed, like, if you watch the goal that Bowen got as well, like Dawson is just fucking hugging his left side because he's waiting for him to cut back and then he's just throwing it through on his right. That was a great goal.
He's got a great sense of gravity.
Low sense
He's
of
improved so much though. Like when we first got him, like all he did was cut back onto his left and shoot. But now you don't know which foot he's going to take it.
He's going to take over that Premier League top goal scorer, mate, within fucking half a season. I reckon, mate.
Yeah.
I reckon we've got. I'll tell you, talking about fullbacks just a minute, right? Sue Fowl, what a lucky motherfucker that is. That's ascending, mate.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. He done it a couple of times as well. He was being a naughty motherfucker yesterday. And
he does so, doesn't he?
He was playing a different game yesterday.
He was wound up for some reason.
Well, apparently he did take a knock. He took a knock and he's got a bruise on his face.
Okay.
So apparently that happened early on, and apparently the ref didn't give nothing. And then he was like, I fucking play you then.
You can see it in his eyes, can't you?
Yeah,
he was angry as fuck yesterday,
was it the last challenge he made?
That was a
he went
forearm
straight over
smash,
to him.
mate.
He said, "Get the fuck up, you prick!" You know, barely touched you.
Oh no, he touched him.
Yeah,
poor fella.
Maybe he was probably saying.
So when you wound up like that, you can't play football.
What's that?
When you wound up like that.
No, well, not. You can if you get away with it.
He was hunting.
Yeah, he
We
was.
must,
He was
Stevie Wonder must have been in the VAR because how they did not see a forearm smash. I watched UFC yesterday and I saw less in that.
from him.
Fucking hell, man!
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, lucky boy to stay on the pitch. But we're gonna go into it now. Like, there's two players for me that unbelievable. We are so lucky.
Kudus was quality, and he wasn't the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, good point. So he made the most of every opportunity he had, though, didn't he?
He did.
The link up, though, man.
Yeah.
Like them two are finding.
Was on a different fucking planet. Yesterday.
You know, if you go on, man.
Paqueta, yeah,
brilliant. I saw the highlights, and he, funnily enough, the last game I went to was Villa away, and he was fantastic that day.
Yeah.
He's quality.
We've said before, he's definitely not all right in the head. There's a few screws loose there, and he can be off it sometimes. But the first assist was brilliant. The second one was unreal.
Unreal.
You know that second one though, it sounds a bit cynical, but I reckon Bowen makes that because if Antonio's in the middle, even though the ball's travelling far too
he tries to
fast
take
control,
that.
he's like, that's for me. It's fucking not retard.
I know, So, 100% I agree. I thought exactly the same.
I thought at some point, I can't remember when it was, but how lucky we were that Antonio wasn't on the pitch, because that doesn't happen.
I think our upturn is because he ain't in and around the team. Moises actually had to think differently. Like, how the fuck do I change this to get this working? And them front three are unbelievable at the moment. So I don't see how Antonio gets back in that team just yet. At 34 years of age, you can't be expecting to get back in that team.
The only thing that's going to help him is AFCON, really.
You know.
But that's Kudus, Ben Rama.
I think Ben Rama and Cornet are even they might not even get selected.
Aguerd,
because they haven't been playing. Definitely Aguerd and.
And they're going to go far.
Yeah.
Could we not find?
Yes, I'm saying.
The grandparent for Danny Ings in Equatorial Guinea.
Send in.
Anything's possible, mate.
I'll tell you about subs yesterday, right? We've go on to Paqueta's fucking first one, right?
Yeah.
How he's headed it over the defender. He's put his head where it hurts. He's knocked it over him. He's travelled with it. The ball's going away from his foot, and he's still managed to bend it round into the path of Kudus. He was just on fucking fire yesterday. Anything he touched worked. But that's why I think it's frustration a lot of the time with me, because I'm like, he can do that. And maybe it is because of the injury, maybe it's because he's getting played out of position. I fucking hope so, because... And them two, when they went and sat on the fucking holdings together, I thought that was brilliant, because it reminded me of like... Because they haven't really connected like that before. You know what I mean? And it was like when you're at primary school and you've got like... You're the head boy of that school and this is the head boy of that school, and then you go secondary school and you're going... and you hate each other at primary school, but then you go to secondary school and you go, I fucking like you. Yeah, you'll do for me, son. Do you know what I mean? That's where it reminded me of. And I was just like, oh, now we've got a bit more fucking chemistry in there. Do you know what I mean? So I loved that yesterday. That was unreal.
Yeah,
and it probably is forced a bit, because I was looking at the lineup when it thought you could argue it that Moyes is playing a front three. It's probably the most attacking lineup that's been put out in the Premier League over the weekend. And then I thought, well, that might be what it looks like on paper, but that's not how they'll set up.
No.
But they pretty much did.
They did,
And Paqueta drifts in so much.
He does.
He just sits in like that sort of...
Which actually, to me, makes sense. If you've got Kudus and Bowen up top and Paqueta in behind them.
It can make you a little bit one-dimensional, though. Like, we never attack deep down the left-hand side unless... Emerson's on a winding run. Like, we don't go that deep like we do with, you watch Sufal and Kudus, or Sufal and Bowen. Like, the amount of times we get to the byline there and cut it back in. But hey, hard to argue with it.
I think the way them three interchange up top, because I was watching that a lot yesterday as well, and that they just move around. Like there's not like a number 9. They all three of them make the change and make the decisions when to do what. Like it's like when you do play a free and someone's like, I'm fucked, mate. Can you do a bit of this? You know what I mean? Like, and they're doing it for each other, and I like that. It's working well. But another 3 points against I'd say a shit Midlands team, really.
Yeah,
Like,
they weren't great, were they?
Well, who would you say was better, Fulham or Wolves? Like as in like normally, I know against us Fulham smashed us, but like I'm thinking if we'd played the way we played against Wolves against Fulham, is there a different outcome? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think we were.
What's the difference between the two teams?
With a better football team.
Yeah.
By a million miles though? Or?
Nah.
But that's what I'm saying.
I reckon they've got better. They've got a better spread of quality. Across the park.
But we didn't play like we did last night against them. Do you know what I mean?
As well as we played yesterday, it could have fucking gone wrong. If that goal they scored at the start of the second half,
that was like fucking
because I saw it and I thought he's a mile offside, and then you start looking at is it a Gerd's boot in the air, and you're like, oh. And if that gets given,
how long did that take? By the way,
it took forever, didn't it?
Yeah.
If that gets
VAR,
given, no one would be surprised if we ended up drawing.
Do you know what though? Like I was watching that just going, that was a classic execution of like us pressing but poorly, like it was almost half-assed because they just cut through us from the back.
Yeah, it did.
It was a really good build-up play from them, but it looked like at that time we were just sort of moving to the space to block a pass, but we weren't really doing it, and they just cut through us like ribbons there. Even though that goal didn't get allowed, like they were having a bit of a purple.
They was having a bit of success then, in the first 15 minutes of that second half.
Well, to answer your question though, I reckon we were just, that 5% off it against Fulham. We were.
Yeah, but we didn't play the same.
I thought we started that way, but we just didn't continue on with it. Like they got one goal, and then we
started really well against Fulham.
We just dropped our heads, I thought. But in the last two games, we've upped that forward pressure a lot more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you play like that against Fulham, are we beating them?
See, I think we started that way. We just gave up on it.
Yeah, that's not good enough though. Not for fucking 15 minutes, mate. The game's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to play that way, you play through.
I think what the point to make there is what's concerning is like we need to keep having that confidence, even if we do go one goal down.
We've got the players to do it. And,
I agree with you.
Yeah, and be lethal.
Like we could put that if Bowen's goal goes in, right? That was about the 30-minute mark. I think he hit the post. Like we're 3-0 up.
I know.
Like the game's gone to bed.
Yeah.
It could have been 5-0. So
another thing I'm enjoying at the moment is having Fabianski back.
I am.
Yeah, I don't know. He just
his quality.
Yeah,
he commands his
he's a bit. There's more about him than Areola.
Yeah, he's
what do you think of some of his distribution though? I thought some of his distribution was pretty fucking ordinary.
Yeah, but he makes you more confident. Areola's a great athlete.
I'll say this about Areola. I played devil's advocate a little bit. He has saved us for games.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea game, Brighton game.
Yeah.
Like he's put his name for number one for me. But Fabianski, I think we forget how good he is. Yeah.
I mean, he's talking about saving us. He saved us the last 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I mean,
been relegated.
Yeah, we would.
Could have been. Yeah.
Did I hear that they've
extended 1 year
his contract again for another year?
I
wonder if that means that they're actually going to maybe look at moving Areola on.
Nah,
I don't think so. Well, we'll be in the Champions League next season after winning the Europa.
Well, it is.
So we'll need to.
Typical Moyes, isn't it? Caution. Caution. You never know where you stand with him.
Yeah. Also, he might not be there next year.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so, anyway.
I was not sure how you felt about him.
I'm sitting on the fence.
You'll get splinters on there, son.
I'm waiting for him.
So it keeps us in touch with the top 8, doesn't it? Top 6.
Well, we're 8th. We're 8th, and we're 1 point behind Man United.
Yeah.
Man United is a massive game this weekend.
We've got the granny stabbers midweek, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
On,
Liverpool,
Thursday
yeah.
morning, Scousers.
Yeah, so we've got them on Thursday morning for us. Yeah.
Playing some games, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'm not expecting
6,000 going up there as well.
Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah.
6,000 sold out in a couple of hours.
It's
That's
quite fine, isn't it?
That's,
Yeah.
That's fantastic support.
And you got Newcastle
really
played Chelsea.
Yeah.
But Liverpool play
Everton
Man
Fulham.
United.
Yeah, correct.
Arsenal, sorry.
And then who's it? Middlesbrough play another championship.
Is it Port Vale? Am I right?
Yeah,
Port Vale play somewhere.
Yeah. So
Fucking
fucking there for the taking, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, if we do get through Liverpool.
When does the next round start though? Like when are the semis?
I know the final is just inside February.
Yeah.
Which,
Is it really?
which means
Okay.
that I'm a bit worried about that with the AFCON.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying, I know, I'm getting carried away. I'm getting like you.
Yeah.
But like, 'cause imagine if we
already
make,
won it.
imagine if we make a final and
Yeah.
we're missing like players because of that.
Danny Ings and
Obama.
yeah.
Yeah.
Danny,
Shame if Dennis-
Danny Ings. We'll just start calling him Danny
You boxed
Ingstafarian.
the hotel yet?
For the final. No, I put one for
Yeah.
I put one for Dublin.
I know you got one
Yeah.
for Dublin. You got one for the EPL.
No. I said it in our first show we'd win the Carabao Cup and the Europa League.
You did say that,
Yeah,
actually.
I was taking the piss. But,
Yeah.
but if we do, then I can go back and say,
Yeah.
I told you so.
But I do want us to beat Man United on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I think it's there for the taking.
I would
I reckon we have a
rather,
chance.
honestly, I'd rather beat United than beat Liverpool
Yeah.
during the week.
I want both. I'm
Yeah.
being greedy fucker here, mate. I want both. Yeah. I think we can have a go at Liverpool. If we play the way we've been doing, our front three are just as good as them.
Saturday.
Thursday,
Yeah,
Saturday.
Thursday, Saturday.
Well, it's
it's
Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
night.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Wednesday over there,
Wednesday
isn't it?
night
Yeah.
and then early kick-off
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So lunchtime kick-off Saturday.
And Liverpool got Arsenal, haven't they? On
That's what I'm saying. So
Saturday?
Liverpool will be resting. Well,
You
you'd
think
think
so,
so.
right?
That's a top of the
Yeah.
table clash.
That
Yeah.
can't be
So-
their priority,
yeah.
can it?
I doubt that would be the priority in the
Yeah.
EFL to win the league.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd like to see Liverpool beat fucking Arsenal. I don't. Yeah, I hate both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
freaks.
least
So
kick
that's
the fuck out of
the
each other.
dilemma.
Yeah, I
Enjoy
know.
most.
I know. Fuck
I hate
me.
the Scouts as
I-
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course you would. You're both from Manchester. You fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you don't like your neighbours, do you?
A couple of cheeky reds for both of them and a few injuries would do me nicely, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because we've got Arsenal not long after that, haven't we?
We play Arsenal 27th. Was it 29th?
Yeah, we don't. It's not Boxing Day this year. I know that for a fact.
Boxing Day's the 26th, normally.
No, but it's
You're right.
2 days
He's
after.
on the money.
It's 2 days after.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 days after that.
You'll be able to watch it on the plane. On your
On the
phone.
plane, no
Yeah.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
got the password.
And then next Saturday we've got United, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're all coming in here.
Yeah, so is that it with the football? Yeah, we're all done. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, just another. It's been a good few days, hasn't it?
It has.
5 goals, none
Yeah.
against.
Yeah.
Fucking happy days.
Can't remember our last clean sheet.
Can't
So-
remember.
fucking long
Talking
while.
about the Scousers when we beat them for the first time in 30 years.
Oh,
And
Anfield.
we're down at the bottom.
Oh, was that
and
the,
and they
village
scored,
season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we scored
Yeah.
at the top end.
Yeah.
And Flighty said to me, Floydie said to me, he said, who scored that? I said, oh no, can't fucking say. It's too far away. I said, you need glasses if you can't see. He said, I've got a pair. He says, and I was texting you.
Yeah.
And we found out via Australia.
Who'd scored?
Who scored?
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
And then this fucking Scouser, this fucking dirty bastard, he came walking along like that with this patronising, we're so sporting.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone just went, fuck off. It was fucking brilliant. You can still see his boat now.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, well done, like, yeah, you got to win one, haven't you, sometime, you fucking cunt.
We'll win another one on
And
Thursday
we haven't
night.
won since, have we? No, got Anfield. So
Yeah.
we're due again.
Yeah, he's still clapping a cunt. But
I
yeah,
think I'm starting to see where Matt's irrational
Oh,
hatred
mate.
of most football clubs comes from.
fucking hell. Well, this has been the Nolan sisters. So, yeah. Or the Nolan brothers, it could be. I
Yeah,
suppose.
cheers.
But
I
yeah.
feel look young, don't I?
Yeah, you do look younger than him, to be fair. He has got a little one at home
I've
now.
had an hard
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Our paper round.
I've had the hard life, got a good constitution.
But yeah, so that has been our show. We've just previewed, fucking hell, I always say preview, post-match of the Freiberg and Wolves game. A couple of little bits we want to say. So we're at about 500 odd subscribers now, so we've jumped up about 200 in a week. So that frame, that signed shirt as well, that is going to be up for grabs on our 1,000th, when we get 1,000 subscribers. We have joined forces with Claret and Booze, so I don't know whether they're going to want to put this one out with all the swearing. But yes,
Fuck you if you don't.
yeah. Claret and Booze, thank you very much for having us on board as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and to all the new subscribers, it's been fantastic. What else have I got to say? We've got a massive meeting here at the Pick and Whistle in Brisbane, in Australia. So if any of our UK watchers want to come down, you're more than welcome. But that is on the 23rd at 10:30 in the Pick and Whistle. We're going to have the room. We're going to do it all up and West Ham memorabilia and shit everywhere and flags and whatever. We'll do some live stuff as well. We'll put some food on and hopefully we beat the Manchester. Red side of Manchester.
Fucking mank bastards.
Yeah.
Salford.
You're not going to be welcome back now. You're not going to be welcome back. But yeah, that's another big show for us. Thank you very much, Mick, for coming in, mate. It's been much
Pleasure.
appreciated.
Nice to meet you boys.
Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't too. You might watch this one, but yeah, thanks.
I will.
One thing left to say: go on, you
Go on, you
Irons.
Irons.
There you go.